Ooh, guess what time it is, man? Guess what time it is? Damn, Rich, it's first thing in the morning, man. It's too early for a video. Hey, man, I'm thinking I'm digging this Monday morning for the weekly forecast thing. Seems to be working out for me, so I think it's how I'm gonna keep on doing it. Ooh, got me a brand new deck. I love it when they're brand new, all slippery and smooth and shit. They do tend to fly all over the place, but Anyway, there's my peoples. There y'all are. What's happening? What's happening? What's good with y'all? Have a good weekend? Y'all ready to tackle this week? I am. See if I can get a card to yell at me real quick while I'm pumping some Aries energy into this deck, and there it is. Damn, Aries. What you nervous about? What's got y'all worked up? Anxiety, sleepless nights, not having too much fun. What's that all about, dude? Anyway, let's get 5 shuffled for my Aries people. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Alright, straight off the bottom of the deck, you are being influenced by the star this week, okay? So it could be an Aquarius that you are dealing with, but like I said, I kind of feel like what's causing your anxiety and your nervousness is that, it's kind of funny how this happens sometimes, but you have a complete and total understanding of the situation that you're in, and I think you maybe, or the situation you were dealing with, whatever the situation is, you see it from the big picture now, okay? You completely understand everything there is to know about it. For the most part, there's nothing really new that you would need to understand about it. And I think you may be seeing some things that were kind of screwed up about it. And it's kind of causing a little bit of anxiety and some sleepless nights and whatnot. Oh, man, it was a complete and total failure, wasn't it? It was a waste of time. Way too much conflict. Way too much. Okay, I kind of feel like the person that you're dealing with, though, could be you. This could kind of go either way, but it is on their side, so this could be influencing them. But I do see somebody is very, very, very bound and determined to communicate and try to keep this going. But you, I don't really think you're wanting to, man. You're not really all that interested. Not really all that interested. It was a waste of time. Could be a Capricorn that you're dealing with, but the situation... Your favorite word, toxic. Don't you know that you're toxic? What song is that? First thing in the morning. I'm not really firing on all 8 cylinders yet, but that tune just rolled through my head. And it looks like the person you're dealing with may end up walking away from this. Could be you walking away from it. So what is it looking more like here? Okay? Like you could be walking away from a Capricorn, some of you, but either way, this just wasn't a very healthy mixture. And walking away seems to be what's happening here, okay? I mean, the cool thing about it, though, is that, it takes a big burden off your chest. This 9 of Swords energy is going to be flipped into 10 of Swords reversed, okay? And I feel like you're probably going to be getting out and enjoying yourself just a little bit more, or at least you may want to, okay? The person you're dealing with, though, kind of feel like they may end up feeling like this was their fault and feel kind of guilty. Some secrets may have come out. Some lies may have been exposed, things like that. Anyway, what advice do we have? Advice for my Aries people this week, universe. Advice. What advice do we have? Advice. 6 of Swords reversed. 6 of Swords reversed. All right. 1, 2, and 3. By the way, I think there was a super chat up there that I totally missed. Damn it, man. My bad, y'all. Oh, okay. Tyresha? Is that how you say it? Thank you for the $5. I greatly appreciate it. Alrighty, so I kind of feel like right now it's kind of this. All right, I hate talking about this slippery slope, but I promise you, the more times you hear me repeat it, the more you'll kind of start to understand that this isn't something that you need to sit around and recreate in your mind like you're living it, but don't forget about it. You were supposed to learn a lesson from this, okay? Does that make sense? I hope so. I'm going to keep repeating that until it starts sticking in your head, because there's a very slippery slope there to where if you think about something too much, you recreate it in your mind and your body starts reacting to it, and your brain starts pumping the chemicals as if you're going through it. Don't take it that far, but don't forget about it. You're supposed to learn something, okay? Right now, I feel like you need to focus more on probably your family. Probably your family, okay? And for the most part, like I said, the worst is over, okay? Watch your tongue, too. Watch your tongue. You might have a really, really, really sharp tongue this week. But keep moving forward blindly, even if you don't see where you're going. Just keep moving forward. I don't think you have an issue with that, Aries. You're pretty good at that. Some of you may be feeling a little bit apprehensive, but it's good this week. We're in your season. Tis the season, Aries. Anyway, how about my Taurus people? Thank you for the $1, Nicole. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Taurus people up in here. Taurus. Messages and advice for my Taurus people. There's another $1. Thank you so much. Ooh, 5 of Pentacles reversed. 4 shuffles. 1, 2. Here's 3. And 4. I feel like some of y'all may be done laying around feeling sorry for yourself. Done with that. All right? It's kind of useless. Don't get you nowhere. Not really. The most it'll get you is addicted to that feeling. And we all know what happens when that, you know what I'm saying? It's just, okie dokie. Cool, yep. I still see you're moving on from a tower moment that happened in the past. Still moving on, pushing forward. All right? May not have a whole lot of faith. You may be kind of running slim on your faith, but I kind of feel like this right here is to the point to where, like, shit, you're the bull. You see red right now. You're just going. It's like, okay, well, I may not have faith, but I'm not going to lay around and feel sorry for myself. That's kind of useless, so I'm just charging forward, after this tower moment that happened right here. The person you're dealing with may feel kind of bad, okay? It doesn't really look like they're wanting to work with you here, and they may feel kind of guilty for it, but I kind of feel like they're just done with the fights and done with the arguments, okay? So they're just kind of backing off, like, you know what, never mind. It's kind of what I'm getting out of this. And I do see, like I said, I feel like what's causing this difficult time having faith right here is very, very, very back and forth. 1 minute you're letting go of it and you're all good. The next minute you're sitting there thinking about it. 4 Pentacles reversed, 4 Cups in the upright. Okay? It's kind of on and off, Yeah. I feel like you're, I don't know. Hang on. I do see some communication coming in, though, from the person that you're dealing with, but it either, whoever it comes from, I see communication happening here, but it's turned down. Okay? And the communication doesn't even really sound all that sincere, I think is what the problem is with this Queen of Swords energy with it. I mean, it may be kind of passionate and kind of, have some oomph to it, but it's not really, I don't really think you take it seriously. So this is the response that it gets. Basically, no, I'm keeping my cup right now. You can kiss my ass. Right? So what advice do we have for my Taurus people? Advice. What advice do we have? Oop, that one's yelling at me right there. Wheel of Fortune. Again, things are working out in your favor even if you don't see it. Okay? 3 shuffles. Whoops. 3 shuffles. 1. Here's 2. And this. And 3. All right, yep. Alrighty, do not try to rebuild this tower. Do not try to rebuild the tower, okay? Leave all the bricks and all the debris for somebody else to clean up. Magician just flipped out too while I was playing with the cards. And they'll build the tower into something different that has something to do with what they want to use old used bricks with. Okay, don't try to do that. Right now, you need to go ahead and focus on your work more than anything right now. Focus on work, at least this week, okay? Not love. Not love. It's not really where it's at right now, okay? It will be in the future, you know, but I just kind of feel like definitely with the negative thoughts and the negative emotions and the back and forth, it's not really a good vibration for love. But again, the Wheel of Fortune is in the upright, okay? So I feel like there's some things you need to take care of and worry about first before you think about the whole love thing. And work and finances may be one of them, okay? Alrighty. Ooh, that was quick. King of Pentacles flipped out for my Gemini people. Gemini. 4 more shuffles for my Geminis. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Gemini. Looks like y'all being pretty damn stubborn though, don't it, Gemini? Pretty daggum stubborn, man. It's kind of unlike y'all. Ooh, damn, Gemini, what you got going on, dude? Check it out. Starting something new, taking a brand new leap of faith, maybe a new job offer, or, you know, could be an earth sign that you're dealing with. Looks pretty cool, though. Kind of feel like for the most part, you're not really waiting on any of that old shit. It's just like, nah, no time for it. Yeah, see, somebody walked away from this. Somebody walked away from some old situation right here. It was a head or heart decision that had to be made. It wasn't like the most comfortable decision to make, but it had to be made. So somebody walked away here. And it looks like you're ready to jump right straight into something brand new. Okay? Maybe feeling just a little bit lonely, though. A little bit lonely. I don't think you're letting anybody know, though. Absolutely not. You're not like going around going, oh, please feel sorry for me, everybody. You know, some people like to do that shit. I don't really see you doing that here. Even though I do feel it down inside, I don't really feel like you're putting it on display for everybody to see. Not for the most part. But yeah, I do. Hang on. Man. Yep, something brand new. But this right here, whatever this is kind of, like I said, I don't really feel like you're letting anybody know that you're for the most part trying to keep your emotional distance and not. If I don't really see anything coming in from the person you were dealing with right here. So I kind of feel like they feel a bit mutual to you, okay? They're not coming together. They're not waiting on this either. They do feel like you abandoned them, though, and they feel kind of bad, like they did something wrong. But looks like, let's look at the silver lining here. This right here is the silver lining for Gemini. Starting something brand new, like I said, possibly with an earth sign or possibly a new job, you know, maybe a promotion at work, something's leveling up here for you. Something's new. Gemini's like, good God, dude, I got to change the scenery, man. Got to change the scenery, dude. All right, what advice do we have? What advice do we have for my Geminis? Advice. Ooh, Page of Wands. I'm going to lay all these up here right now. Wheel of Fortune, Page of Wands, Hangman, all in the upright. Cool. Let's go ahead and get 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. Not a bad sized chat room. All right. I do feel like it is time to take the new start, definitely. And don't really do it slow. I don't really think that this is something you need. I don't really think you are because the Fool was there, so it looks like it's a brand new leap. But definitely charge into it with every ounce of passion that you possibly have. You need to dump your soul into this, okay? That's what I'm getting right there, okay? Definitely hold yourself back from anything from the past that may, be out to try to pull you and hook you back in and try to just hold yourself back from that. Don't feed into it, okay? But, again, remember the things you learned from the past situation, okay? Remember the things that you learned from the past situation. So what I'm getting out of this right here. All right? Because if you jump into it blindly, pretty much with the same mindset you jumped into the last situation with, you know what I'm saying? Then it's just going to repeat itself. So don't do that. Remember what you learned, all right? So, how about my Cancers, man? About my Cancers, dude. Damn, these cards are speaking fast today. Queen of Cups in the reverse, dude. And Queen of Wands in the reverse. There's something you are definitely... somebody here's really, really closed off emotionally. Let's get 3 shuffles. Here's 1, 2, and 3 for my Cancers. Yeah, somebody's definitely just kind of out of passion, closing themselves off. Maybe a little bit emotionally immature, can't really control their emotions, control their behavior, more or less, okay? World in reverse is the energy influencing you. There is unfinished business between you and somebody else right here, okay? Oh, the person you're dealing with is very, very disappointed, and I feel like they feel defeated by this. They're just dropping it and saying, nah, never mind. I do see you taking off into a new direction, though, but it's pretty slow. You're not moving all that fast. Not really, like, charging, you know? And I feel like you're holding a grudge. There's a grudge being held here. Could be you or the person you're dealing with. It is on your side here, though. But I feel like you are looking back pretty pissed off right here. Okay? Yep, you walked away, and I feel like you're probably, for the most part, ignoring the situation or the individual. Okay? And the person you're dealing with right here, yeah, they're pretty closed off too. Y'all are both almost kind of sort of mirroring each other, only I kind of feel like they have their attitude in check just a little bit more than you do, maybe. Okay, because Queen of Cups in the reverse, closing off and becoming like completely silent isn't having your attitude in check. I mean, that's controlling your behavior, but they don't really feel like there's any growth or any expansion here. And I feel like y'all are both kind of avoiding each other. Kind of avoiding each other for the most part is what I'm seeing. Not really avoiding each other, but avoiding the feelings that are, you know what I'm saying? Because there's definitely, the world's reversed. There's unfinished business here. Definitely some unfinished business. And the emotions and the feelings that go along with this situation. You could be living in the same house with the person, but it's, for the most part, being danced around and being avoided, you know, is what I'm feeling out of this right here. Or, you know what I'm saying, even if it is somebody you've completely moved on from, I see it being, you know, ignored. Completely ignored and not really paid attention to. Okay, the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Flipped out for my Leo people. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Let's see what that's all about, man. My Leos. Y'all been doing pretty good these past few readings. What's the Ace of Swords reversed about? And the 8 of Wands. So let's get 4 shuffles. 1. Here's 2. Yeah, Leo, yeah! My bad, y'all. 3. And 4. I really was going to go on my walk first this morning and like have my coffee and whatnot and get all pumped up, but I don't know. I just kind of figured I needed to get this out of the way first thing in the morning, okay? First thing in the morning. Alrighty, Leo. I'm not going to lie. This looks a little bit confusing. Y'all been doing good. I don't know. What are y'all thinking about? Because I'm seeing right here what you got going on looks pretty good. It looks pretty good, but I kind of feel like maybe what it is that you were trying to find clarity on something for so long that you couldn't find clarity on. So it's got you kind of pissed off. And you just kind of decided to dump it out of anger, you know? Does that make any sense at all? That's what I'm getting out of this right here. The person you're dealing with, they're closed off. They're completely closed off. And I don't really think you can get anything out of them. And that's what the problem here is. But it looks like for the most part, you're in a good situation with the 6 of Pentacles right here. But yeah, there's something I feel like that came to an end in the past, okay? Could have been with an earth sign that you were dealing with. It doesn't matter, though, but something that came to an end that you really, really wanted to work on that's got you pissed off. It didn't work out for some reason, and it's been, You've been wanting clarity. I feel like I feel like you've been wanting clarity, and you just can't get it. Okay, so but the person you're dealing with, they do miss you though. Oh, they miss you. Oh, they miss you. But I don't really see them paying you a whole lot of attention here. You see, there's that looking back on the old memories, missing you, and all that stuff. But here's what the person you're dealing with is doing. Does it look like they are paying? They're giving that any power, you know? But while that dude's sitting there busting his ass off, making that pinnacle, he's missing you. Make sense? Yep. See, like I said, the situation that you are in is good, Leo, I think. Or at least the situation you're headed towards. But I've been noticing y'all have been doing pretty good here lately. Better than in the past, okay? See? You know what I'm saying? It looks like everything involving family and whatnot, or just take that how it resonates. Everything looks pretty good, I guess, from the outside looking in, but this may be how you really feel about it. Not happy and pissed off, you know? Because, I don't know. Oh, the person that you are dealing with, they definitely want to manifest something new way deep down inside, but they're not doing it. They're not doing it. I don't really see any communication or much of anything coming through on their part for that matter. And I think it's got you a little irritated, Leo. I think it's got you a little bit irritated, don't it? Well, let's see what advice we got from my Leos. Am I making good time on this video? No, not really. This is going to be a long one. Oh, well. I'm taking my time this morning, y'all. I'm not like pumped full of crazy energy. I'm taking my time. Just woke up. Advice for my Leos. Advice. Damn, sun in reverse. All right. 3 shuffles. 1. Here's 2. And 3. Man, got a good sized chat room for first thing on a Monday morning. Appreciate all y'all tuning in. Appreciate you. All right, you definitely need to watch your tongue, Leo. Watch that damn tongue, man. I know it's hard. I know whenever we get into that mindset, yeah, you just want to be quiet because you cannot open your mouth without something shitty coming out. I know how that is, dude. I get like that too sometimes. I know, trust me. But watch it. Pull that in, you know. Get out and try to enjoy yourself just a little bit more. Don't let anybody know that this situation is like bothering you, okay? I kind of feel like there may be somebody around you who might like to play with that a little bit, might like to poke at you and you know, like use that to their advantage somehow. So just keep, Queen of Wands, keep that energy of shit, I'm Leo, man. Who the hell are you? You ain't nobody. I'm Leo. I'm the president. I'm the emperor. I'm the king. I'm Michael Jackson. You Tito. That's the attitude you need to have right here. Even if you're not feeling happy, which I'm seeing that you're not. Don't let anybody know. Don't let anybody know. But definitely try to get out and enjoy yourself just a little bit more, okay? Make sense at all, y'all? Alrighty. Virgo. What's good with my Virgos? Ooh, 6 of Pentacles for my Virgos. Looking good, man. 4 shuffles. 1. Here's 2. And the sun's shining bright out there today, man. I'm digging it. 3. And 4 for my Virgos. Here for like the past 3 or 4 days here in Idaho, it's been gloomy and rainy, and I'm sensitive to that shit, y'all. That stuff bothers me, man. That stuff bothers me. When I make little comments about the weather, you know, some people do it just for small talk, just to. When I say it though, I'm being serious, dude. When I talk about the weather, it's not small talk. That shit means a lot to me, man. It means a lot. Like the weather affects me. I don't know. I'm a sensitive ass. Whatever. Anyway, though, the energy influencing you, my Virgos, is the Strength card. Speaking of Leo, could be a Leo that you're dealing with. Doesn't really have to be, though. I think quite at face value, at the face value of this card, it is strength that you have this week. Okay? You may finally be standing up from a situation in which you just felt weak and depleted and debilitated, you know? And you're finally standing up strong, it looks like, man. And definitely holding yourself back from something in the past. Just like most of us are this week. Just like most of us are. And that's just part of being a human, I think, isn't it? I think that's just part of it. We got to learn how to get over it one of these days, but it looks like that's just a part of it because the Magician is in the reverse right next to the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so, yep. Definitely refusing a new start. Not interested in manifesting anything new. And you would probably much rather not be on manifestation mode right now. You just want to kind of chill. All right, it looks like the person you are dealing with, they're not waiting on this, and they're not quite losing the sleep over it that they once were. Okay? Yeah, you have absolutely no faith that this situation will work out right here. So you're dropping the sword, saying, fuck it, it's time to start something new. Time to start a new cycle. Okay? And the person you're dealing with could be a Cancer, but they are moving forward as well. And I think you all have both come to the realization that this is the beginning of a new cycle. Hopefully that you both understand that. Yep. Hey, look at what or my Virgo. I'm sorry. Look at what my Virgos are coming through with here. Kind of similar to Leo, you know, very, very passionately refusing to look at your rearview mirror. It's like, okay, if I'm cruising down the road and I smack a pothole, shit, do I need to stare in my rearview mirror at that pothole while I'm driving down the road? No. Keep moving forward, and when the next pothole comes up, you'll learn how to swerve it, right? Make sense? Does to me. That's the way I operate. Anyway, though, yeah, man, the person you're dealing with, though, I do kind of feel like they're still waiting to hear from you. I do kind of still feel like they're waiting to hear from you, but they're not doing anything right. Yeah, see? Oh, well, I don't really feel like you're having it, though. I'm not feeling very much sappiness here from this spread at all, dude. So what advice do we have for my Virgos? What advice? What advice do we have, universe? The situation was toxic for a reason. Like I said, cruising down the road, when you smack a pothole, you do not need to keep staring in the rearview mirror at the pothole back there to remember how to, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't, what good's that do? You know? So anyway, 3 shuffles. There's 1, 2, and 3. You had every ace in the reverse and the swords for your advice here. So you're already doing what you got to do. You already know. Okay. For the most part here, though, I do think you need to kind of keep your guard up just a little bit. Now, keeping your guard up does not mean that you have to be an asshole and go around and start arguing with everybody. That's not what I'm saying here. But I do definitely think that analyzing people's motives is very important right now. Just make sure. Don't swing the damn stick like this dude, but if you're not careful, it could turn into this kind of situation. So just, you know what I'm saying? When you interact with somebody, I'm watching, you know? But don't get too carried away with it. You know, find that even balance there, if that makes any sense, okay? And yeah, again, Knight of Pentacles reversed, Ace of Swords reversed. You're already doing what you got to do. You're already doing it. You don't really need that advice, to be honest with you. But don't start anything new. Not with the old situation. Not the old situation. Ooh. All right, my Libra's got the 3 of Wands there. 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. And 4. Libra crew, that's what's up. All right, cool, Libra. Kind of feeling like, let me get a couple more cards here to see if I can confirm that. But Well, I don't know. I'm definitely seeing, though, you all quite at face value with the Queen of Cups right here are sitting on your throne with your emotions in check, knowing damn good and well who you are. You know your worth. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to play games. Look at her. Look how she's holding that cup. Does it look like she's playing games with that cup? Fuck no, dude. You know? So, for the most part, this is the start of a new cycle. And I kind of feel like this right here may have been something that was, if this is going on right now, it doesn't play very strong in the rest of the reading. So I do kind of see you waiting just a little bit. But when you get that third wand right there, you're right there. You're about to take action. So I don't really feel like that's happening too much right here. And the person that you're dealing with, though, I think they've already gone off. I don't know if they've already come together with another person, but they're out looking. Okay? Actually, you know what? I really don't think they have because they have the Knight of Cups in the upright and the Knight of Swords in the reverse over here on their side and the Judgment reverse. But for the most part, kind of see that you're just a little bit unbalanced by this, a little bit thrown off whack, don't really know exactly what to do. But at least you got, like I said, you got your emotions in check. You understand exactly what's going on here. I just dropped a card down here. See what it is, and the Moon card. So I don't really think that you are putting your frustration about this situation on public display. I really don't. It could be a Pisces that you're dealing with. But you already know what's going on right here. It's just taking the action. Okay? It seems to be kind of like the only part that's kind of hooking you. You know, you're like, I don't really know 100% what to do. I know I'm done with this bullshit. But what do I do now? Okay? So, yeah, and the person you're dealing with, I'm just not really getting too much give a shit. I'm kind of getting a little bit of manipulation going on here from their side, to be honest with you. Okay, because Knight of Cups in the upright, Knight of Swords in the reverse, you know, it's just kind of like really in and out, on and off type of energy coming from their side right there. But you have started a new cycle right here, okay? Have started a new cycle, and you're right there, like I said. I don't really feel like this playing a role for too terribly long, but anyway, starting something new, Libra, or at least in the process of it, maybe, you know. Alrighty, advice for my Libras. Advice for my Libras. Advice for my Libras. And I'm liking most of us are starting some new stuff here. Alrighty, $2.99 from Zaytoven. Is that what that says? Right on. I'm taking my time this morning, y'all. If I accidentally stare at the cards for too long and don't look up at the screen and miss a super chat, I apologize. I'm sorry. All right, advice from my Libras. Dude, focus more on your family and your loved ones than people who are not really family. You know what I'm saying? 1. Here's 2. And 3. 777 in the chat. Man, I cannot believe that many people tuned in on a Monday morning. Of course, my channel is growing, so. Oh, well. Anyway, though, yes, Libra, it is time to take action. Remember that 3 of Wands I just told you about? Well, here's your 4th wand right here in your advice, okay? Time to go ahead and go, all right? You're not going to get over this overnight, okay? You're not just going to wake up one day and, like, you know, Tinkerbell done came and sprinkled some pixie dust on you overnight, and you're just going to wake up like, whoo, I feel so much better. No, it's not going to work that way, okay? But you do have the Ace of Swords right here. The Chariot in the reverse, okay? The way I'm going to take this right here, okay? Okay, so yes, it is forward movement. It is forward. Okay, well, if it was a Cancer that you were dealing with, definitely that's out of, no, hell no. But one thing about the Chariot, though, is that it keeps going no matter how bad things get. Now, I know that sounds really, really like fairy tale, like, yeah, you know, how virtuous that is. That can really be stupid if you take it too far. Okay? So, don't be quite so literal. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll push through all the good and all the bad and all this. Definitely put up, you know, with what you need to put up with. Okay? You may need to put your line out there a little bit further. You know, don't be so easily knocked off balance. But, like, if it gets bad, especially, like, if you think your life's in danger, you know, if you get the sense that this could turn, like, really nasty, ugly, hail to the nah. Hail to the nah. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is time for you to take action on a new start. Or at least start thinking of the ideas, okay? Time to start putting forth some movement and some effort. Okay. Good lordy. Over 800 of you in here now. Sweet, man. Sweet. Appreciate y'all. I broke 1,000 one time. That was back in January. I broke 1,000 in the chat once. I'll get there again one of these days. I appreciate y'all. Anyway, how about my Scorpios, dude? How about my Scorpios, dude? Ooh, Page of Pentacles in the reverse for my Scorpios. 4 shuffles. There's 1. There's 2. Here's 3. And 4 for my Scorpios. Hey, at least you got the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, though. Ooh, 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 Scorpio. Man, you know what I hear, though, when I see this with Scorpio in it? You know, like that porno music? That's what I heard in my head with these 2 cards. That's what I heard, man. I swear to God, I'm not making that up. I'm not just trying to be funny. That's what popped into my head as soon as I laid those first 2 cards down. Definitely looks like... Kelly Davis sent $1. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Definitely looks here like there's something new coming in. Or at least you got your eye on it. It's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? This right here can't really dispute that right there. Page of Wands, Knight of Cups. Oh yeah, something. I don't really know how committed this is going to be though. It may just be playing around for some fun, you know. But I definitely see that there's somebody in the past here, right under this Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay, which is I'm kind of getting is somebody from the past that you were dealing with, and they're not working on it. So I feel like you're just getting tired of it, and you're like, you know what? Shit, who you think you is? Let me go find somebody else. Huh? Yeah, okay, yeah. See, y'all kind of here, man. Hey. I remember that reading y'all had. What was that? A week or 2 ago? Something about y'all playing that little game with each other. Are you still doing that? Are y'all still doing that to each other? That little game, that silent little game of kind of like emotionally, silently pulling at each other and doing little things to irritate each other silently. So you're like arguing really loud on the inside, but nobody else can see it. I still see that going on with you. And did you go as far as to do this as part of that game? Really? Okie dokie, do what you got to do, Scorpio. Hey, you know, this is this life is your game. You're free to play it however the hell you want. So, more power to you. Ooh, looks like the person you're dealing with might be doing it back to you. What the hell, man? Alrighty. So, I feel like for the most part, it's about time that you ignore this, though. It's probably what you're going to end up doing. It's just ignoring it and being like, you know what? This game is just getting a little out of hand, you know? And I think that's what they're saying, too. I think y'all are both kind of coming to an agreement here. This game just got a little bit out of control, a little out of hand, okay? We need to pull this in. Could be an Aries or a Libra that you're dealing with. I have all signs on the table here, though. And for the most part, overall, though, it does look like things are going to be working out in your favor. I just think you need to like, let this go and leave it alone and, like, stop playing that silly little game. It was funny, though. That is hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh, because I've done that so many times. I've done that. But, I mean, my thing is, I hope nobody like my age and older is playing that game. Those are games I played back in my teens and early 20s, you know. I don't know. I don't know. Anywho, though, what advice do we have? What advice do we have for my Scorpios? Advice, man. What advice we got? What advice we got for my Scorpios? Well, there you are. That's your card, Scorpio. That's you. Death. Let it die, okay? When the leaves turn brown, don't go up there and try to tape them back on the fucking tree, man. Ain't no sense in that. And don't yell at the tree for dropping all of its leaves either. 1. Here's 2. And 3. Yeah, definitely. Just close the emotions off right now. That's not really all that important. Not really all that important, okay? The Fool in the reverse. Stop being a fool. You and the person you're dealing with. Scorpio and Scorpio cross watchers, both of you. I see this game. Man, ain't no fingers to point on this one. Y'all both being dum-dums. Both y'all need to stop. Scorpio and cross watcher, cut it out, okay? It's toxic as hell. I mean, it's not cool. That's not doing either of you a favor. You know that, right? It's not doing either of you any good. It's actually making things worse. Okay, so it's cool, it's fun to play, back, but after a certain point, all right, you're just screwing yourself up. You know what I'm saying? So, I kind of feel like you need to get out of your shell just a little bit more, Scorpio. I feel like you maybe just, have gone through a lot of changes and a lot of things have been really, really confusing. I feel like it's time for you to get up out of that. Okay, there's not really a whole lot left to change if you don't really get out and experience anything new. So, that's kind of part of it. So, make any sense? Does that make any sense? Good dealio. How about my Saggies, man? How about my Saggies? Sagittarius, what's up with y'all? Sagittarius. There's Pixie B, my timestamp champ. My timestamp champ. Did I say that right? Timestamp champ. Say that 10 times really fast. Anyway, though, my Saggies. I'm not getting the card yelled at me, though, so there we go. The Hangman. Okay. Let's get 4 shuffles. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. And 4. Saggy Wadgies. Kind of feel like some of y'all may not really be trusting your own decisions. So you may just be kind of trying to, hang on, let's see, $4.99 from Richard. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I feel like some of y'all may just be kind of like hanging around and waiting because you don't know if you're going to make the right decision. Okay? There's somebody I feel like you got your eye on. When I say got your eye on, I mean you're peeping them out, not really talking. You're kind of waiting on them to maybe communicate with you. What I'm saying here, you may be waiting on somebody to communicate with you while you're watching them, keeping an eye on them. So, but the person you're dealing with, I don't really think even is acknowledging it. I don't even really think they're aware of it, I sense a big emotional wall from you, and they're off right here, Queen of Swords land, having drinks and shit with their buddies, and you know what I'm saying? But I feel like you're really clinging on to this because you want to kind of put an end to the conflict. All right? Ban the person you're dealing with, King and Queen of Swords, both in the upright. I feel like their intuition is telling them something about this, but they're not hearing it. They're ignoring it, okay? They're ignoring it. They're ignoring their intuition. They may be a logical thinker. That may be the problem. They try to, because, okay, so here's the grand debate in the spiritual community. There's nothing wrong with logic whatsoever, okay? And there's also nothing wrong with not logic, okay? But you can't do all one or all the other. You have to find an even balance there. It gets on my damn nerves when people, you got your scientists who think that everything has to be logical, and if I can break every single thing down to its subatomic particles and explain how to put it together, then I understand the workings of the universe. That stupid shit. And then you also have people that say completely cut logic out of the picture and be a complete and total lunatic, dodo bird, dum-dum. And neither one of those are correct. You need to find a balance in there. I don't think this person's doing that. They may be the logical thinker, you know what I'm saying? And their intuition, like I said, is screaming at them and telling them something about this right here, but they're not hearing it, okay? So I really see you trying not to think about it. I see you trying not to think about it, but somebody's planning something here. Maybe something kind of dishonest. Those of you, if you are being dishonest, not pointing fingers at you, just cut that shit out. Either way, though, I think you're planning something here. All right? Trying not to think about it, but you can't, man, the thoughts won't quit coming, dude. And like I said, the person you're dealing with, I think they're completely oblivious to this, dude. Completely oblivious. They have no idea. Not a care in the world. This is a strange spread, by the way. This one's a weird one. This one's a weird one. I hope it resonates. If not, give it a few days. Do you know how many times I get in the comment section, people say, oh my God, I unsubscribed to you 2 months ago because your reading didn't resonate. And then I went back and watched it again and you had it right on the, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, these are more prediction based than anything. I do talk about the past and things of that nature, but, you know, oh no, it didn't make sense last week, but now it makes total sense. Well, duh, that's why we do this shit. You know, so anyway. All right, what advice do we have for my Saggies? Uh-oh, what was that card? It flipped out and then hit on me in there. What was it? There it is. 9 of Pentacles, dude. 9 of Pentacles. That has Sagittarius written all over it, even though it's earthy as hell. You know? Independence, dude. All right, 3 shuffles. Here's 1. Here's 2. And 3. All right. Right now, I kind of feel like you may be a little bit too hung up on this connection. Not that it's not there. I'm not saying there's no connection there. But the person that you're dealing with, like I said, they're not, their head is off somewhere else. Okay, they are completely and totally oblivious to this connection. Their intuition, they don't even know the meaning of that word. Okay, so don't feed this too much power. You're just gonna fuck yourself up. All right. I feel like you definitely do need to become stronger within your own sense of independence right here. And right now, like I said, I think you're planning something. Don't. Whatever it is you're planning, don't do it. Right now, I think you need to focus more on your work and getting your emotions in check, okay, than anything else. Get yourself in check. Stay independent. That's the only way you're going to be able to get your emotions in check. Nobody else is going to be able to do that for you. You know that, right? Okay, so maintain your sense of independence. Work. Focus on your work and on your finances and your emotions, and make sure that you, as an independent individual, are leveled off emotionally. Okay. Okie dokies. The 9 of Wands came up for my Capricorns, dude. Damn. Got your guard up, don't you? All right. 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. And 4. What are you so guarded for, Capricorn? What are you tripping about, man? Feel like you probably don't trust a damn thing anybody says to you, you know? Yeah, see, I think your intuition's trying to tell you what's really going on here, but you can't hear it. You're too busy wielding your stick. You know what I'm saying? Like, worry that every single time you come across somebody, you're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, defend yourself. And there you are. There you are, right next to the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So there's definitely something that you just can't figure out. Like I said, I feel like there's look at this. This right here screams, I can't figure out what the problem is. I can't figure it out. Okay, so when you can't figure something out, we as humans, when we don't understand something, thank you for the $4.99. I had to blah, 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 whatever your name is. Sorry. But anyway, I had a really good thought going on. Whenever you can't figure something out, we as humans have this mechanism that we get to where we get scared and we get freaked out when we don't understand something. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay? And even though here you are right in the beginning of your reading, it is subsequently a very unhealthy state of mind to be in. Okay, the person you're dealing with could possibly be an Aries, but I feel like they kind of feel abandoned. They feel like you abandoned them, but they're not showing it. This individual is very, very stubborn and very, I'm the emperor, you know, but deep inside, they don't feel too happy about this. Okay, for the most part, though, as the week rolls on, I do feel like that light bulb is finally going to click. This right here is going to turn itself into the upright with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. And the anxiety is going to start to subside. Okay, I feel like this right here, whatever's going on, you're going to drop that wand and you're going to lay back down in bed and remember what it feels like to sleep peacefully. Makes sense? The person you're dealing with, though, they have no idea what's going on. They're very, very, very up in their head and indecisive, and they feel abandoned. They feel like you slammed the door shut in their face and said, dude, kiss my ass. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't too happy about it. But they're not letting you know that, or anybody else for that matter. It's hidden way deep down in there. But for the most part, yeah. Once you figure out like the true nature of this situation right here, like I said, you're going to end up feeling a lot better. A lot better. Everything is going to start to alleviate, and all that tension is going to start to alleviate. But it is going to require some work on your part, I think, you know. The person you're dealing with does want to communicate with you right here. They do. It's not going any further than that, though. It's not going any further than that. They do want to communicate with you, but I don't really feel like they are. I feel like they're really holding themselves back because they understand that this is the start of a new cycle. Could be an Aquarius that you're dealing with as well. They're very aware. And even though they want to communicate with you, they're not. Okay? This right here, they want to, but they're just not. They couldn't figure out what to say to you, even if, because like I said, I feel some history here, dude. I feel some history, you know? And it's to the point now to where it's like, dude, all that, it doesn't even work anymore, you know? Nothing that I could say. Does that make sense? Anyway, what advice do we have for my Cappies? Definitely going to be over an hour-long video. Y'all don't seem to care, though. I still got 760 of you up in here. Anyway, though, what advice do we have for my Cappies, man? Advice, dude. What advice do we got? Queen of Wands. Don't let anybody know how vulnerable you are, okay? 3 shuffles. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. You know, there's a lot of people out there, a lot of people. I guarantee you there's a bunch of y'all in this room right here who like to go around preaching that it's like a golden rule that you have to be vulnerable to everybody. Like that's another big thing in the spiritual community that irritates the shit out of me. No, you are not required to like wear your vulnerability on your sleeve. No, you're not. Okay. Some people absolutely. Okay. When it is appropriate and when you trust it and when you feel that it's right, absolutely. But that's not the case for everybody. Okay. Capricorn signs, thank you for the $4. Greatly appreciate it. And this is definitely one of those situations in which, no, you do not need to reveal your vulnerability right now. You just do not, okay? Don't ever let anybody try to make you feel guilty for being that way. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all, okay? So, yeah, but you do definitely need to stop focusing on the negative aspects of the situation. Definitely. I know that's easier said than done, dude. Oh my God, how many days and weeks I've spent in my head doing that. Knowing I need to pull myself out of it and not knowing how. But that is a prime objective this upcoming week, okay? I think you need to focus more on your family, or at least the people who are closer to you, all right? Because it definitely looks like that once you start getting that vibration in your heart of focusing away from the negative and onto the positive, and on, even if it's not family, just this feeling right here. Get this back in your heart, okay? That is when it's going to be on the horizon for you to attract it and pull it in, okay? Like a happy home life or a family situation or whatever the case may be. But right now, I kind of feel like you need to leave the door shut and stop working on this so hard, because all it does is create this just persistent wheel of negativity, and you need to put a stop to that, okay? Alrighty, how about my Aquarians? Aquarius, dude, how about my Aquarians? Aquarius, man, what's good with y'all? This one yelled at me. Emperor in the reverse. Okay, could be an Aries that you're dealing with, but I kind of feel like this situation right here is completely out of your control. 1. Here's 2. 3. And 4. All right, cool. Sweet. Queen of Cups influencing you throughout the rest of the week right here. I feel like you definitely are dealing with a situation right here that It goes many different ways, okay? It could be subsequent right here in that you completely lost control of it and are dealing with somebody, or you yourself are being very overly controlling, okay? But I don't really sense the Queen of Cups being overly controlling. She's got her shit in order, okay? She's got her poop in a group, dude. You know? So, it looks like, yeah, you've definitely been dealing with something here that was not working out in your favor at all. But you're still working your ass off, I see. Still working your ass off. And the person you're dealing with, I feel like, is pretty much, for the most part, releasing themselves from this and not attempting to start anything new. Okay? Ooh, it looks like it's time for you to start something new right here. No, maybe not. What I'm seeing right here is the person you're dealing with is unable to walk away from this right here. Okay? So I feel like this has you very, very nervous and very anxious, okay, with this Ace of Wands energy. Somebody here wants a new start. Somebody here wants a new start. And it doesn't look like it's you. It does not, because this looks like you. Does that look like somebody that wants a new start? No. But it looks like it's the person you're dealing with, because they're unable to walk away from this right here. All right? But somebody blocked communication right here. There's no communication, or very little to none, you know? Could be a Pisces or a Libra that you're dealing with, but I feel like you're kind of keeping, for the most part throughout the rest of this week, you're keeping all of it to yourself. You're not saying a damn thing about it to anybody. You're keeping it to yourself, and you're making logical decisions, okay? And the person you're dealing with here is very pissed off and very off balance. It may have been them. This may have been them, like I said. It could be an Aries you're dealing with. I have Pisces, Libra, all signs, but Aries, Pisces, Libra are the most specific ones. Could be them that was being overly controlling right here, okay? Because it looks like neither of you are too happy about this, but if anybody's angry and like pissed off and trying to control, that would be this, all right? But could be you, could go either way. Take it how it resonates. But I definitely see lots of anxiety in the mind as you're trying to navigate through this situation logically and reasonably and rationally. Hmm? I'm gonna get my tongue working. Squirt some oil in my mouth. My cup of water's all empty. But anyway, though, another confusing spread, dude. Very confusing. Very, 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 very confusing, dude. Very confusing. But I'm getting to the point to where I'm getting more comfortable the more confusing they get. Because every time I say it's confusing, everybody's like, oh, it makes perfect sense. I get like 100 messages in my inbox like, oh, you may not understand the reading, but it makes perfect sense to me, blah, 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 you know. All right, so anywho, who we on now? Oh, Aquarius advice. Aquarius advice. Yeah, I did Capricorn advice. All right, good Lord, my deck just went everywhere. Well, let's see which ones showed their face. There's the Knight of Pentacles. That's way too many right there. But the Four of Swords reversed was definitely on top there. So I'm going to take that one. All right. So it's definitely time to do whatever it is you got to do to get that out of your mind. Okay. And the next path that you travel down, you need to do it slow. Calculate. Be meticulous. Don't jump into any stupid shit. All right. So let's get 3 shuffles. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Aquarius advice, y'all. Aquarius advice. Ooh. Monitor your thoughts and monitor your emotions. You're on manifestation mode. But it is also, excuse me, it's also time to manifest something new. But this time, you got to do it differently. Got to do it differently this time, okay? Because this right here needs to be calculated and planned very specifically. No jumping ahead. No jumping into something without everything being in place. You need to plan this, okay? Some of y'all, I don't know, some of y'all are dealing with a Capricorn right here. But right now, I think you need to be very, very determined. Very determined. Don't let anything weaken you and knock you off your path. As far as the past situation, it's a wet fart. Don't just clean it up and go on with your business. Anyway, though, you might want to be careful, okay? And watch out for things that make you feel a little bit too happy, a little bit of drink, a little bit of drugs, whatever. You know, just watch out for things of that nature, because I see a lot of anxiety in this situation that you're in right now. Or not situation that you're in, but the path you're going down. Getting out of the situation you were in, you know? So, yeah. Be careful. That's all I got to say. It's time to manifest something new. Be careful about it this time. Not just careful, but be meticulous. Be strategic. Okay? Alrighty. Pisces. Nope, we're on Pisces now. We're on Pisces now. I'm almost done. You can go back and catch the playback here in a minute. I just now cracked an hour on this video here. So there's 777 again in the chat. That's so cool, dude. Second time I've seen that number this morning. Awesome. 4 shuffles for my Pisces people. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. And 4. Fishies. Alright, King of Pentacles is the energy influencing you. Looks like whatever it is you got going on right now, you are pretty goddamn stubborn, Pisces. Pretty damn stubborn, okay? Looks like here very recently, though, possibly in the past, or it will be happening here soon, you came to your senses about a situation and kind of lost passion for it. You know? The person you're dealing with, they're not waiting on this either. And point of fact, I think that they have gone off and is making offers elsewhere. Could be an earth sign that you're dealing with too, by the way. Okie dokie. Hello, man. I still see a hell of an internal battle. You need to untie the tails of the 2 fish, man, and let them like do their thing, okay? Because this shit right here, you know, this back and forth stuff right here. Okay, you're very intuitive one minute, the next minute you're not intuitive at all, and you're very, very out of balance and off whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, alrighty. The person you're dealing with right now is being very, very emotionally closed off. Very emotionally closed off, and is not making any forward movement with this. Okay? And neither are you. Neither are you. I think for the most part, this doesn't look good. I mean, hopefully we'll see in the advice if this is any good right here. But I think this should be this way. You know, but instead of dropping the sword and focusing on your work, it looks like you picked up the sword and decided to stop working on something. So, the person you're dealing with, though, they are very aware that this is a strong soulmate connection that you have. It could be a Gemini you're dealing with, or a Virgo, or Cancer. But they're very aware that this is a very close soul connection right here. But I don't really feel like they're showing it. I feel like they're pretty much sticking to themselves and going into hermit mode, not really revealing a whole lot about that. All over the place, dude. All over the place. Makes sense at all, y'all? Makes sense at all, y'all? At all, y'all? Makes sense? Alrighty. How about advice for my Pisces people? Advice. Advice for my Pisces people. Hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Ooh, 6 of Wands. Yeah. All right, that's the victory card right there. Let's get 3 shuffles for your advice. Here's 1. Here's 2. And 3. Pisces advice. Oh, time to start something new, Pisces. Time to start something new, okay? I don't think it's time to let your guard down just yet, though. Again, who had this one? Who had this? I don't remember. But what I had pretty much the same advice that I had to that sign that I, you know, that just keep, oh, Virgo. It was Virgo. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Virgo. But it's not time to swing the stick just yet. It's not time to swing the stick. But you need to carry it. Carry it, okay? And analyze. Very carefully. Very, very, very carefully. Analyze, okay? Don't feel it out. Analyze. With the King of Swords right here. People's motives. All right? I know that's a tough one for y'all. I know it is. All right? Because y'all ain't really... I mean, y'all can be very analytical thinkers. But it's not really analytical. It's very advanced emotions. is how y'all operate. It's not advanced. It's not thoughts. It's emotions. They are very, very advanced, but it's not quite analytical. You need to tell them fishies to stick their head up above the water for a little bit as you go down this new path and analyze with your thoughts, not your feelings. Okay? And while you're doing that, don't put the stick down. If you fail to do this, I promise you, this is what it's going to turn into. All right? And you're going to need a stick to protect yourself from that. All right? For right now, though, I feel like you need to focus on your work. Okay? Like I said, it may be a new job you're starting. Could be starting a new job right here. But whatever it is, I think if it is a new job, you need to focus on work more than anything. Okay? Is what I'm getting out of that right there. And that will bring you your biggest sense of victory. Okay? All right, it's time for me to head on out of here, y'all. Good Lord Almighty, today was good. Today was good. Lots of likes. Lots of likes. Sweet, man. Y'all are awesome, dude. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Anyway, though, I'm going to be going ahead and working here soon. I'm going to start either today or tomorrow on the April mid-months for each individual sign. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and hop on out of here. Thank you all for the support, all right? Y'all have